Put my superstars out. Brand new cars, old gang. Chanel bag is Austrian. Stay down, come up in the process. Hey. Private jet, yeah. Superstars out. Hey. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. It just
money back. Money back. Money back.
We're at the oldest continually operating tunnel. They're ready to go. They get set to match up with the ball. Throwing on first down is Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the dual threat man, this is DJ Foster. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. He goes full extension and 3rd down.
Here we go.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his right. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And down inside the 15 he goes. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive. Getting playing so far. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's Chris Ivory with his first carry. And he stopped immediately there. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll try and run forward with Foster. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
On 1st down, Rodgers finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the...
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard, hot!
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Mike Daniels in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Let's go! 3,
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He's good. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right.
On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10.
Yeah, Liz. We are going.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Blue, landed.
They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Uncertainty equals turnovers, and this one winds up being intercepted.
Rodgers now to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. They give him a gain of 37. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Get for him now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll go again with Foster. Gets through, and now an opening. And now look at him go. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 65 yards on the ground.
Here we go.
Another run. This time it's Ivory. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On the ground, Ivory. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Here we go.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Lets it fly deep for Cobb, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Eluding the pressure right, and that is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
319.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he fends him off. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So we've reached the intermission, and what? All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial. When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. throwing now is Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Jumbo! Inside! Jumbo! Hurry up!
Rodgers to throw once more. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And his throw is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. And incomplete here on third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And Crosby puts it through, and they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Now Jones. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground with Foster. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On second down, here's Allen. And now he'll tuck it and run. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
To the ground, this time with Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And tough to win game. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw is Rodgers. To the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the score. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A first down carry for Foster. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Leopard!
Play action. Now it's Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down in 23 yards on the play. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
Let's go! 3-19!
They'll hand off to Foster. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They run. It's Foster, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Jumbo! Hey, check 26.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 1st down, this is Ivory. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Chris Ivory, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down, they hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on a 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Let's go, come on. No.
Again, it's Williams. Now they can't bring him down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Hurry up.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a bitch.